I'm going to go on record by saying I truly believe it should be a co-MVP thing. I mean, a co-Rookie of the Year.
Angel Reese is gone and done the unthinkable. She really thought she had been disrespected with only one voter for Rookie of the Year. Let's face it, she didn't even deserve that. Now she's complaining to the WNBA board as she feels she deserved more voters. Yes, there are some people actually out there commending her for this. They think the WNBA are going to overturn the decision and give Angel Reese a joint Rookie of the Year award. Angel was lucky to be compared to Caitlyn as the season went on. The real Rookie of the Year was unveiled, but let's be honest, it wouldn't be a surprise for the WNBA to have a look into this. After all, they clearly disliked Caitlyn.
So went a little deeper and I looked at plus minus and I also look at net rating. And when you look at that, Angel Reese has to get the nod.
If this appeal gets approved, the WNBA will face immediate backlash. Fans definitely will not stand for something like that to occur. Caitlyn was clearly Rookie of the Year, and now Angel wants to sabotage it.
I feel like I bring the table plus more, but let's do this. I am the table, exactly.
There was already one voter who couldn't help picking Angel, leading to Caitlyn not having the perfect rookie start by winning unanimously, even though in everyone else's books, Caitlyn was the nailed-on winner. Now, if this appeal gets approved, too, the WNBA are going to lose all their fans.
To me, Angel may have exceeded expectations, even more so than Caitlyn.
In what has become one of the most talked about stories of the WNBA season, Angel Reese and her team have filed an official appeal in an attempt to gain more votes for Rookie of the Year. Reese, who was selected 7th overall in the draft, certainly exceeded expectations by making her way into the Rookie of the Year conversation. However, what stands out as truly bizarre is her firm belief that she deserved to win the award over Caitlyn Clark. The undeniable standout, the statistics, fan engagement, and overall momentum of the season all tell a very different story, one that clearly favors Clark.
Number 7. So I'm like, cool, like the pressure is not even on me because I'm drafted 7, so the pressure shouldn't even be up there. So I'm like, all right, cool, I can just hoop. So I don't know when like it started to just break out where I was just in Rookie of the Year conversations. I'm like, all right, cool.
It's because you started killing it.
Well, yeah.
And they're like, oh my God.
Despite these facts, Reese seems to feel wronged by the outcome, sparking an appeal that has left many fans puzzled. The question remains, why does Angel Reese believe she should have won, when in reality it's Caitlyn Clark who should be appealing the decision for not being a unanimous Rookie of the Year winner? Let's break down why this situation is so surprising and misplaced.
Below me are stats around the time that she made that video. Caitlyn Clark leads in every single category but 3. You don't look at the statistics and think, yeah, let's give it to this one over this one. But you could argue that, statistics don't tell everything. True, watch both of their games. Caitlyn Clark has a far better game than Angel Reese does. It's much more complete, much more well-rounded.
Now, don't get me wrong, Angel Reese had a strong debut season for a player who was the 7th overall pick. Simply making it into the Rookie of the Year conversation is an achievement in itself. No one expected her to make such waves, and she certainly impressed many by coming out of nowhere to make her mark. However, there's a significant difference between being impressive and being the best. Reese believes she should have taken home the award, but when you break it down, it's a pretty wild claim. Yes, she had a solid season, but Caitlyn Clark's impact on the court and her dominance across key statistical categories made her the clear standout.
Only time where I made a mistake talking about Caitlyn and what she's done was on the podcast back in February that I apologize for. I'm tired of it.
Yeah.
I really am.
If we're being honest, it's Clark who should feel slighted. She should have been a unanimous choice for Rookie of the Year. That she wasn't is an oversight by the voters, and the fact that Reese feels entitled to the award instead only adds to the confusion surrounding this entire situation. By contrast, when Angel Reese got injured toward the end of the season, while some fans were disappointed, the overall viewership didn't suffer much. When Clark was out, particularly during the playoffs, it was a different story. The energy shifted and many fans simply stopped watching, which highlights the massive difference in their impact. Clark was the driving force behind much of the league's excitement, whereas Reese, although talented and promising, didn't have that same magnetic pull.
What I'm about to tell y'all I haven't heard before, so I doubt you have either. Caitlin Clark has done is grown the WNBA exponentially. She did in 5 weeks what would have taken 5 years. And as it pertains to draft viewership, she did in 5 days what would have taken 5 years.
Clark brought the WNBA to new heights, and while Rhee had a good season, she couldn't match Clark's influence on and off the court. That's the key distinction that sets them apart, and that brings us to the real issue: how is Reese, who missed the last 2 weeks of the season due to injury, still claiming she should have won the Rookie of the Year award. Not only did she sit out critical games, but statistically, Caitlin Clark outperformed her in nearly every category. Clark didn't just put up better numbers, she also played a full season leading her team through high-pressure, pivotal moments.
Did I fake an injury? Let's be real. I literally played with my ankle like a golf ball, like a little golf ball, when we played against Iowa. And like, pain, you know I'm hurt when like I can't play. Like, they gonna have to tell me like you shut down, like you can't play. That's what they was telling me yesterday. Like, you shut down, like you can't play.
Yes, Reese managed to earn a single vote from the WNBA's Rookie of the Year board, but does one vote really justify an appeal, especially when Clark was clearly the superior player across the board, whether it was consistency, game-changing moments, or overall impact on the league? Reese's appeal in light of all this feels less about merit and more about trying to push a narrative that just doesn't hold up under scrutiny. Clark, without question, was the better player.
A lot of fans, they were anticipating Caitlin Clark becoming the 6th ever unanimous Rookie of the Year. Obviously, that did not come to fruition. She was just 1 vote shy. Were you surprised at all?
I wasn't really surprised, just because anytime you have 67 people voting on something, everyone's not going to have the same opinion. And Angel Reese, of course, had a terrific season.
Let's be real, Caitlin Clark should have won the Rookie of the Year award unanimously. It's a clear injustice that she didn't. One rogue voter decided to cast a vote for Angel Reese, and now we're left with this unnecessary appeal. Clark's stats, her team's wins, and her overall influence on the league all point to her deserving a clean sweep of the award. Yet here we are with Angel Reese attempting to make the C that she should have won. Instead, it's not just baffling, it's downright insulting to the fans who watched Clark dominate from start to finish out on unanimous recognition. Despite everything she's done, feels like the WNBA is turning its back on one of the brightest young stars the league has seen in years. And let's not forget why Angel Reese even became part of the conversation in the first place. Yes, she had some solid moments on the court, but much of her fame came from mimicking Caitlin Clark's now famous hand gesture. Reese strategically aligned herself with Clark, hoping the association would elevate her profile and boost her popularity. While this tactic worked to some extent, it's clear she wasn't delivering the same level of play or generating the same excitement as Clark. Reese wasn't making headlines because of her basketball prowess, rather it was her attempts to stir up drama by mimicking Clark's gestures that kept people talking.
What did Angel Reese do this year? With all the talk about Caitlin Clark, what does she do? She goes out on the court, she competes against her, and then suddenly they're teammates in the All-Star game, and they get long and slapping high fives when Caitlin Clark delivers an assist to her or something along that line, and everything's cool. Because Angel Reese figured it out. If I have to use her to help me do it, okay.
Reese may have found a way to stay relevant, but her game wasn't on Clark's level. Reese should feel flattered that anyone even mentioned her in the same breath as Caitlin Clark. Not entitled to the Rookie of the Year title. Her contributions, while notable, didn't come close to what Clark brought to the WNBA this season.
So if I am Rookie of the Year, God, thank you. If I'm not, back to the drawing board, and I just want to win.
Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA was immediate and massive. Her presence filled arenas, drew in new fans, and sparked conversations around the league that simply hadn't been there before. Everywhere she played, stadium were packed, the media was buzzing, and viewers tuned in to watch her in action. For a rookie to have this kind of influence on a professional league is nothing short of historic. There's simply no argument that Reese, despite her decent season, came anywhere close to Clark in terms of her overall impact and performance. Clark's influence went beyond the court, making her rookie season one of the most talked about in recent history.
We'll say, well, Caitlin turns the ball over a lot. Yes, that is a fair argument. And she does make some questionable passes. I mean, she's not perfect, obviously. But I think a lot of those turnovers are due to her teammates not expecting those type of passes. They're not used to a player who passes the ball like that. You can see plenty of times her teammate, the ball's hitting them dead in the hands and them dropping it and then going out of bounds, or going right through their hands and going out of bounds, or bouncing off their hands and going to another person. So yeah, the turnovers don't account for people not catching the ball when she made a perfectly good pass.
What's truly frustrating is that it's Caitlin Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese, who is being wronged in this situation. Clark was the undeniable face of the WNBA's rookie class, consistently outperforming her peers and setting new standards for what a rookie can achieve. For her not to receive every single vote for Rookie of the Year is simply baffling. The league missed an opportunity to make a bold statement by giving Clark the unanimous recognition she deserved. Instead, they allowed a single dissenting vote to tarnish what should have been a clean sweep. This isn't just disrespectful to Clark, it's also disrespectful to the fans who watched her dominate and elevate the league all season long. Clark earned that unanimous win, and it's a shame the WNBA didn't make that clear.